Okay, let's dive right into today's explainer, where we are looking at a platform that is fundamentally rethinking how businesses operate over in Thailand. Imagine for a second if, instead of just buying a standard static piece of software, a small business could essentially hire a brilliant data-crunching AI co-founder and do it for the price of a standard streaming subscription. Sounds wild, right? Well, today we're unpacking exactly how raw storefront data is being actively transformed into immediate revenue-generating decisions.
To really understand the sheer scale of this opportunity, you have to think about the number 3.2 million, because there are roughly 3.2 million Thai SMEs out there. We're not talking about faceless corporate entities here. These are the neighborhood noodle shops, the local hardware stores, the beauty clinics down the street. Collectively, they make up a massive 35% of Thailand's entire GDP. Yet, remarkably, the vast majority of these business owners are running their little empires on this incredibly fragile mix of paper receipts, messy Excel spreadsheets, and scattered line chat messages.
And that reliance on scattered tools creates what we call the disconnected tool trap. It is, frankly, sheer operational chaos. You've got cash registers essentially holding sales data hostage. Inventory is living in a frayed notebook somewhere in the back room. Accounting requires this tedious manual data entry that practically begs for human error. And what about those generic Western-built cloud systems? Well, they completely fall apart the second an upcountry internet signal drops. So you end up with owners who are absolutely drowning in data, but totally starving for actionable answers.
Which perfectly sums up Section 1, the SME tool trap.
So knowing all that, it brings us to a really powerful question. What if a total paradigm shift is actually possible here? What if your software wasn't just a passive digital filing cabinet, but an active, intelligent partner? Imagine a true co-founder that is constantly analyzing your cash flow and actively telling you what you need to do today.
Well, enter SMEDNA. This is a unified, offline-first system that seamlessly brings point-of-sale, inventory, finance, and an incredibly smart AI advisor all under one single roof. It is custom designed to literally turn all that raw storefront data into concrete, profitable action. And crucially, especially for local markets, it's offline first. That means you keep selling even when the Wi-Fi completely drops and the system just quietly syncs the entire queue the second you're back online. It's a real lifesaver.
Let's dig deeper into how this actually works in Section 2, the AI co-founder solution. The most crucial difference to wrap your head around here is the concept of looking backward versus looking forward. A generic point-of-sale system is basically just a rear-view mirror, right? It tells you what happened yesterday, and its job stops at record the bill. SMEDNA, on the other hand, is like a GPS navigation system. As a forward-looking AI advisor, it processes all that raw data to tell you what action to take right now, like exactly when you need to reorder stock or what specific promotions you should run today based on real-time customer demand.
Now, how do they do this without building a clunky mess? That brings us to Section 3, one core, 132 businesses.
See, instead of building a bloated one-size-fits-all app that ends up helping absolutely no one, the team behind SMEDNA created what they called the Business DNA Registry. Think of it kind of like a smart chassis on a car. When a user selects their business type, this single core architecture automatically activates only the specific workflows and AI agents needed for that exact trade. This keeps the software incredibly fast, light, and hyper-relevant to the user.
And because of that brilliant architecture, this one core system can flawlessly adapt to 132 different business types across 20 distinct categories. Whether you happen to run a neighborhood cafe, a heavy machinery rental business, or a high-end beauty clinic, the system literally morphs its DNA to give you the exact tools you need. And just as importantly, it completely hides the clutter of the ones you don't.
Running silently under the hood of this clean interface is the SME Intelligence OS. It houses 114 different capability definitions and 11 distinct AI agents that are just constantly working in the background. It integrates everything from sales and marketing all the way to inventory and HR. And it's all powered by an AI business brain that is constantly predicting the future to help owners make much smarter, faster decisions. Which leads us to Section 4, Deep Workflows in Action. Let's see how this actually holds up in the real world.
To prove that this platform can handle complex, on-the-ground realities, let's look at a Thai gold shop. Now, a standard Western POS completely fails here. The rules are just too different. But SMEDNA's Gold DNA handles incredibly deep, localized workflows. It manages mark-to-market adjustments, instantly updating retail prices as global gold values fluctuate. It automatically calculates complex local taxes and specific making charges for jewelry craftsmanship. It even handles legally distinct pawn operations and generates digital QR certificates. This is not generic software, folks. This is deep, vertical mastery of a specific local market.
And then it processes all of this highly specific data into a unified business health score. The AI business brain literally diagnoses the business on a simple scale of 0 to 100, factoring in profitability, cash flow, and daily operations. It doesn't just hand you a confusing, massive spreadsheet, it essentially gives you a full health checkup and immediately prescribes the exact cure you need to improve your score.
So, the tech works. Let's look at the business side in Section 5, the road to scale.
When we honestly assess the competitive landscape out there, a very clear picture emerges. While incumbents like FlowCount and Loyverse definitely have a current advantage in sheer market traction, they've been around longer, SMEDNA massively outpaces them in AI-native capabilities, the breadth of their ecosystem, and a much, much deeper fit for the unique nuances of the Thai market. The established players built really great basic tools, for sure, but SMEDNA is honestly playing an entirely different game here.
These 5 pillars prove exactly where SMEDNA wins out. It's AI native from the ground up, adapts to 132 trades, thrives completely offline, and masters those tricky local workflows. But here is the absolute game changer. It has zero switching cost. Because SMEDNA acts as a decision layer, you don't actually have to rip out your clunky 10-year-old accounting software. SMEDNA can just connect via API, sit right on top of your existing messy data, and instantly start providing high-level AI insights.
And get this, they're delivering all of this enterprise-grade intelligence for about $12 US, or roughly 399 Thai baht a month for their Pro plan. Think about that. That is literally less than the cost of a few cups of coffee. This price point perfectly matches the region's highly proven willingness to pay, completely removing almost all friction for SMEs to adopt the technology.
So the next big step for them, of course, is proving massive market traction. But I want to leave you with this thought. As government initiatives like e-tax and PromptPay continue to aggressively push Southeast Asia's 70 million small enterprises into the digital age, is a basic digital cash register really going to be enough for them to survive? Or is an AI co-founder the exact generational leap these businesses need to finally unlock their true potential? It's definitely something to think about the next time you buy from a small business in your own neighborhood.